In this video, I'll show you how you can automatically cut out all the silence in your video using Davinci Resolve 20 without having to install any new software. I've previously made videos that show you how you can do this with a Python script called Auto Editor, but in this video, I'll show you the inbuilt feature that you can use in Davinci Resolve. And keep in mind that you do not need the studio version of Davinci Resolve, which is very expensive. You can actually just use the free version and it is completely included. So first of all, just go ahead and create your timeline here as always and go ahead and import your clip. So I have my clip right here called Test MOV, which is just a screen recording of my Mac. So the screen recording, the audio is actually quite low, so I can actually go over to the audio tab and decrease it. I'll go ahead and put this into frame so that it's a bit easier to see. You can increase the volume right here. You don't really need to do this, but it's kind of hard to see the audio waves, so I'll just go ahead and increase mine. So now it's a bit clearer to see, and as you can see, there are parts here where I am not talking and I want those to be removed. So what you want to do is on the very top, you're going to see the different sections here, and you want to choose clip. It's cut out in my screen recording, but you simply want to go ahead and click on the clip option. It should be on the top there for Windows as well, and you want to go over to the audio operations. Keep in mind that for this to be available, you do need to have the clip selected right here, so this is not going to work, but just go ahead and click on the clip so that it's highlighted, and then you'll see this option be available. And from here, you simply want to choose the ripple delete silence option. That is going to take up this pop-up right here, and you can go ahead and move this around, and you can actually even interact with your timeline right here, so you can still see how the cuts are going to be made. I'll go ahead and zoom out here a little bit so that it's a little bit easier to see. And as you can see, the preset settings are pretty good, but it isn't really cutting away this section right here, which is also considered silence, so I do want to remove that. And in order to do that, you can simply go ahead and adjust these different sections right here. The threshold is what's going to decide what is considered audio and not audio. So if I increase this a little bit here, you can see that I get a bit of a cleaner cut, but even right here at the beginning, it doesn't really contain this to be a non-audio, so it still keeps it in. So maybe I can go ahead and increase this a little bit more, so you can pretty much just play around with it, and it's probably going to be different for all clips, and you're just going to want to change the threshold which matches your. And there are also some options if you do want to add a bit of a cushioning to the start or the end of a clip. You can see how it is adjusted right there, and you can also choose how short a sequence needs to be or how long it needs to be in order to it to be cut. So if I go ahead and choose some longer frames here or some shorter frames, as you can see, if I choose the shorter ones, it's going to cut out some parts within the speech as well. So that could be a part where I'm, for example, taking a breath or simply just pausing for a couple of frames, and you can go ahead and adjust this so it doesn't really cut out as much as you want. So, you know, for me, 20 works pretty well. You can also choose the crossfade here, but I don't really use that. And a tip from me would be that it's probably easier for you to have some parts that you don't want than for it to remove parts that you do want, but I'll show you how you can fix them either way in after we've done this. So, you know, I'm pretty happy with this, so I'll just go ahead and click on remove right here, and as you can see, it ripple deletes them, so it matches up the clip, so there aren't any sections like this. It all squished together. If you do want to do this on individual parts of the clip, so for example, if you're not happy with like the last section of the clips, then you can go ahead and choose them and you can merge them. What you can do is just go ahead and right click, and it's actually cut out again, but you simply want to choose the new compound clip, and when you go ahead and click on that, it's the top option, and go ahead and create, then it's going to merge these, and you can once again go over to clip and do an ripple delete just on this section. So that can be quite useful if you have varying amounts of audio in different parts of your video clip. But as you can see, for example, the last part here, it did kind of cut out. If I go ahead and zoom in a little bit more and go ahead and drag this out, you can see that it did kind of cut this last portion off. And on the last section, it wasn't really that difficult to fix, because when I am adjusting this clip, it isn't really changing anything behind it. But if the error was here, for example, then when I'm choosing how I want to adjust this clip, is going to go ahead and cut out the next portion of the clip, and that's not really ideal. So what you want to do is you want to go over to the cut section right here. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not the cut option, it's actually the trim option. So you still want to stay in edit, but go ahead and choose the trim option. And now when I just go to the corner of this clip right here and go ahead and adjust it, as you can see, it is not cutting out the next part of the clip, and it's actually just moving it with it. So this makes it really easy to go ahead and fix these small errors, because it isn't some sort of AI that's going to be perfect every single time. This is just a simple check for how loud the clip is. So there are bound to be some couple of errors, and you can simply go ahead and fix them using this tool right here, which is super easy with the trim tool. But even with these small fixes, if you do have a longer clip, then you're still going to be saving saving a bunch of time. You can also add a shortcut to this section right here, the audio operand and the ripple delete, and you can do that by just going to Davinci Resolve on the top here and choosing keyboard customization. It's still cut out there, but yeah, you can go ahead and change it from there just by searching up the ripple delete or the auto delete and go ahead and assign a key to that. I personally only use it a couple times every time I'm editing, so I don't really need that, but if you are going to be using this multiple times, then that can be a real lifesaver. You can also go ahead and turn this part off, which is the sync lock, and what this does is that it changes if the clips on top and at the bottom here, if they're also going to be moved when you're doing this auto delete. So you go ahead and disable these two, then it's not going to affect any media on the top or at the bottom, but if you do have these enabled, which is the default behavior, then it's also going to ripple delete these sections on the top right here. So yeah, this should really speed up your editing process when using DaVinci Resolve, even if you do have the free version. So yeah, hopefully this video helped you out.